What's up, dude?
Prepare for an unsettling journey where reality blurs and the otherworldly takes center stage. Our mega compilation of scariest trail cam footage is a spine-chilling collection of strange moments caught on video. A window into the mysterious and uncanny. These videos will have you wondering about the very fabric of reality, from ghostly figures in the night to incomprehensible happenings that defy explanation. Creepy Anaconda. The camera captured a mysterious and menacing scene. It was a spooky scene that made the viewers and operators anxious. It was recorded in a muddy stream, where a large and massive anaconda appear. It was very petrifying and had black cryptic smears on its skin. In that muddy stream, there was also a boy that was captured by this creepy anaconda. The anaconda had wrapped itself tightly around a boy. It wanted to prick the boy. It was a very dangerous and wild type of the snake. Anyhow, the anaconda muffled hard around the boy. The boy was very frightened and anxious by this anaconda. He grappled to save his life. The other man helped him and was able to get him free. He freed the boy from lethal end. The boy get away from the anaconda. The anaconda set him free. The boy was only escaped by the struggle of the valiant man, otherwise the anaconda had done to kill the boy. It was a deep mystery that happened. The air was filled with true enigma and paradox. This dangerous anaconda was looking very threatening. Forest nightmares. Imagine going for an exhilarating camping venture only for it to turn into an agonizing picture of horror and fright. A petrifying video surfaced over the internet that baffled the wits out of hikers and mountain climbers. In the video, a 4.5-foot tall white camping tent can be seen deep in the woods, surrounded by sky-high trees and densely packed darkness. The campers claimed to have experienced dreadful voices and relentless events since the beginning. To put their curiosity to ease, they set up a trail camera across the tent to have a broader picture of the surroundings. The voices continue to mumble throughout the night, putting the hikers in deep discomfort and suffering. Still, when they speculated about the trail camera recordings, they were enthralled by the unconventional sights caught by the camera lens. In the footage, while zooming deep in the woods, a pair of dazzling eyes can be seen staring in the direction of the camp and slowly making their way towards it. After a few seconds, a giant statue appeared beside the base camp, covered in a dense black cloak, giving a blurred image of deep and intense shadow lurking in all its enigmatic presence. This enthralling video evidence was enough to torment those who have seen it, calling into question the thin veil that divides the phantom world from the living domain. Terror behind closed doors. The video began with a trail of horrific and disturbing events that sent shockwaves through the California neighborhood. It was a night of terror for the retired police officer Christina Paul, living in an otherwise serene zone of the Californian district. An eccentric woman with a contorted face can be seen brutally banging on the door, attempting to break into the house. Initially, the woman yelled for help, but her attention was soon brought to light when she forcefully tore apart the front shield of the window pane. This enthralling act of disgust and burglary baffled the retired police officer out of her wits. She ran towards her pistol and pointed it at the alleged intruder. This revolting encounter forced the owner to threaten and scream at the insane intruder to protect her and her children from this formidable woman. She had also called the emergency helpline so a legal course of action could be taken against this grumpy and hallucinated woman. The officer described this whole situation as a zombie apocalypse where she was fighting for her life. Soon the police arrived and caught the culprit, only to discover that she was a drug abuser and a primary school teacher. The next day, an even more peculiar event took place. The intruder's father introduced the retired officer at her doorstep, forcing her to call the police again. This unsettling experience was a sharp reminder of the delicate border between sanity and insanity, leaving the neighborhood in a state of solemn introspection. Mystical Dinosaur. The camera caught something very mysterious and rare. It was recorded in deep woods where a boy was exploring woods somewhere in Florida. Suddenly, he heard a peculiar and distinct noise. He ran to see what was there and to investigate the matter. The alleged dinosaur was running toward the cave. He appears for the little time, then he moved to the cave. It was a very mystical little creature, had a long skinny tail, seemed like a little dinosaur. The camera had clearly recorded the little raptor sneaking into the cave. Some people were seriously divided over the sighting. Many people seemed this creature were being a hoax, while some people said that scientists recreate the DNA of the raptor dinosaur. It was a still deep, unrevealed mystery, which is not found yet. It was not clear what this creature was. Is this really a little dinosaur or not? It was not found. Its presence made everyone uneasy. It is still secret or hidden. Mesquite coyotes. Imagine waking up to the intense barking of your dog in the middle of the night, only to encounter an eerie set of events, enough to keep you out of sleep for days. A similar phenomenon was recorded by a couple when they heard the dreadful howling of their otherwise friendly dog. The couple rushed towards the backyard where their dog was barking in the woods. The couple glanced towards the abandoned woods that were daunting to look at with their torchlights. To their surprise, two pairs of dazzling eyes were seen glaring at them.
There's a bunch of them. Where are they? They're blinking, y'all.
What are you doing? There's lights out there.
Initially, they thought the woods were inhabited by coyotes, and those eyes shining through pitch-black darkness were of coyotes. But there was more to this mystique encounter. Those vicious eyes looked nothing like coyotes. They were daunting, spooky, and frightful. This spine-chilling incident raised questions about the disconcerting nature of abandoned forests that could be home to abnormal creatures.
Coyotes?
I don't know, but they're there.
Yeah, those are coyotes.
Burglar caught on camera. A shocking video has emerged online that shows a brazen burglar who sneaks into the backyard of a house and he tries to break into a car parked there. The video has gone viral and sparked outrage among the viewers. The video was captured by a CCTV camera installed in the backyard of the house. The video shows the burglar, who is wearing a beanie hat and has long hair, entering the backyard through a gate. He looks around cautiously, as if checking for any signs of movement or noise. He then walks towards a black car that belongs to the family living in the house. He takes out a flashlight from his pocket and shines it on the car windows. Apparently looking for anything valuable inside. He also tries to open the car doors, but they seem to be locked. However, his attempt to loot the car is cut short when he suddenly gets scared by something and runs away from the scene. It's not clear what spooked him, but some viewers have speculated that he might have heard a dog barking or seen someone approaching from inside the house. The owner of the house said that he was asleep when the incident happened and only found out about it when he checked his CCTV footage. He said that he was shocked and angry to see the burglar invading his property and trying to steal his car. He also said that he reported the incident to the police and hoped that they would catch the culprit soon. Jersey Devil. In the darkness of the night, something mysterious happened, caught on camera. It was so dark that you couldn't see much. Trees looked like dark shapes and the sky was also very dark. Out of nowhere, a strange creature appeared. It was not like any normal animal. It seemed to come from a different world. This eerie and spooky creature flew up into the dark sky. It had 2 big wings and 4 scary legs, and was a mix of different creatures, sort of like the Jersey Devil. No one knew if this was just a Halloween prank or if it was something real and mysterious. People couldn't even guess because the truth was hidden, and it was full of secrets. As it went higher into the sky, it left behind a creepy feeling, like a ghostly shadow over the land. The world felt uncertain because of this strange thing, and its secrets were a mystery. We didn't know what it was or why it was there. It was like a puzzle hidden in the darkness, a mystery that would stay with those who were curious and brave. a giant ogre. In this vague video of a dense forest, a rare mystic creature can be seen sauntering through a shallow river toward its edge and disappearing deep into the woods. An eerie creature that has always been a staple of spooky stories was recorded live by an observer, wandering in an amble manner towards its hiding. It all began when a curious spectator witnessed a peculiar sight deep in the woods. Curiosity caught the better of him, and he plunged out his camera to save this unconventional moment as historical evidence. The video captured an eerie creature claimed by the observer as the Bigfoot. However, the creature looked nothing like the Bigfoot. The beast seemed hairless with a standard height, wearing a conspicuous figure over its body. Upon close observation, it looked like it was wearing some colored clothing or a swimsuit. Its feet, the notoriously famous giant feet that made it the Bigfoot, were plunged into the river. Hence, this video cannot provide a solid testimony to the creature's existence. However, it can keep people wondering about its worldly presence. Cryptic Chimpanzees. The camera had recorded a mysterious and rare sight. It was recorded on a grassy land. This scene was very peculiar and uncanny. The camera had noticed the appearance of a chimpanzee. It was not a normal or ordinary chimpanzee. It was hairless. The air held an atmosphere of mystery and uncertainty. This peculiar creature or being was looking very cryptic, other than a normal one. It was very skinny. No hairs were present on its body. It sucked up to eating bananas. There were also many other chimpanzees here, but this chimpanzee was looking unusual and cryptic. Between them, the air was filled up with true enigma and mystery. The question is explode that is this a metaphysical creature or being, or this peculiar chimpanzee had desperate disease? It was a great deep mystery that the camera recorded. It is not still found or revealed yet. This mythical being makes everyone fascinated. It stands as a profound enigma, a great and deep mystery that lingers in the mind of those who witnessed it. A hiker's encounter with a faceless man. The video began in full daylight under a soothing sun, with a dog howling loudly and intensely in the middle of a hiking trail in the woods. The hiker can be seen lost amid these agonizing voices, pondering the peculiar behavior of its generally pleasant dog. Upon further diving deep into the video, a strange encounter was caught on the camera, making it even more mystique and vicious. An eerie creature appeared from nowhere and suddenly disappeared into a thin ear. The ominous creature was slenderly tall, faceless with no visible crevices, curves, or texture, draped in an all-white hue, meandering in front of the dog, and then swiftly vanishing through the woods in its own realm. Due to a high perception of the lurking danger, the dog could locate and gawk at the spirit. Meanwhile, the hiker started recording his ghastly surroundings. To his astonishment, the camera's unblinking eye recorded a blurred, decrepit, and ghostly figure sauntering through the woods. This ominous and spine-chilling incident left a trail of unsettling questions about the mystique realm of eerie creatures and their presence in the real world. Mysterious Dogman in the woods. Imagine that on one sunny day, a strange event happened in a deep hidden forest. The air was strangely quiet, except for the constant sounds of insects, making the whole scene even more mysterious. The camera moved through the thick trees, showing that there were no people around in this desolate place. The forest kept its secrets well hidden, making it a complete mystery. And then, out of nowhere, something bizarre appeared. A huge, terrifying creature stood among the tall trees, part human and part dog. Its dark, midnight black fur made it look incredibly scary. This creature was both fascinating and frightening, like something from a nightmare. Its eyes were deep and intense, staring right at the camera. It felt like those dark eyes could see into your very soul, as if they held ancient forest secrets long forgotten by people. What this strange creature was doing in the forest and why it was there remained a big mystery. The forest was like a puzzle where it was hard to tell what was real and what wasn't. The Dogman, this unexplainable creature, continued to watch silently. It left everyone wondering and guessing. In the deep dark woods, a sinister presence remained, a puzzle that needed solving but was too scary to approach. Irresolute deer. The camera had recorded something very mysterious and cryptic. It was a very peculiar or strange scene. This scene was recorded in woods where the two deer were statues. There was another alive heart real deer. It came near that of a statue deer. It judged that deer that was a statue. It laid over the deer. It was thinking that it was a real deer, so it makes interacting with it. It lays on the back of the deer and starts sniffing its neck. It was continuing this work. Suddenly, the statue deer neck was broken. It was desperate from it. Then this deer knew that it was not a real one. It was just a statue. So it moved away from there. It was a great deep mystery how the deer considered this statue real. Cryptic Clowns. The camera captured a very mysterious and rare scene. It was a very peculiar moment on a desperate road when police were trooping on the road in their car. This scene was caught by a camera that was placed on a dashboard. The police officer's camera recorded something very strange. The camera recorded the appearance of the two cryptic clowns. They had slightest movement. They were looking very spooky and creepy. They were very rare in reality. They were not found much. So it was a very spooky scene of these clowns. They were looking very peculiar. One of the police officers came outside from the car. He pointed those clowns to go away from here. He pointed them with anger, with no fear.
Why don't you guys come up to this barrier right here? Go ahead and put your butts against it.
Those two clowns are moving away from there in a very cryptic manner. They are moving slowly and slightly. It was a very unusual and uncanny way of their moving. They are looking very odd and cryptic. It was a great mystery that the police officer's camera had recorded. It was not found yet that they were real clowns of two men or where the clown's costume was not found still. Aliens UFO. The camera captured something very mysterious and rare. It was very peculiar. This scene was recorded on a desperate road. No one was here. Some people were hiding, watching, and recording this mystical scene. In this scene, people recorded that an alien UFO was landing over the Earth. The air felt weird, full of questions. It gave off a spooky feeling. However, in movies and books, we often see aliens in their UFOs, but this video suggested they might be real. It was a big puzzle. Were they really aliens? This is still a big mystery people are trying to figure out. This video brought up a lot of curious things. Anyhow, the people that were hiding saw a UFO landing on the road. It gave off a spooky feeling. It was like a scary story. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had captured. It's all very exciting and confusing. Sky Angel. In the stillness of the sky, the camera captured a sight beyond imagination, a mysterious being never seen before. Like an ethereal angel, it possessed long, luminescent feathers that unfurled across the heavens. With a graceful movement, the creature released some of its radiant plumes. This enigmatic being appears at a staggering height, a silent sentinel in the boundless firmament. When it stirred, its feathers ignited in a mesmerizing display, casting an otherworldly glow upon its surroundings. The air hummed with a sense of wonder and contradiction, as if reality itself held its breath in awe of this celestial anomaly. Though unfamiliar to our world's lexicon, the camera's lens captured the essence of this rare and wondrous entity, suspended high above in the tapestry of the unknown. It was a vision that defied explanation, a dance of mystery and light in the vast expanse of the sky. The Curse of the Mountain. Imagine venturing through a beautiful mountainous region with your faithful canine companion only to get haunted by an ominous, grotesque ogre. The video began with a man recording the breathtaking view of the mighty mountains draped in thick, white, lustrous snow. Delighted by the serenity of the surroundings, the man noticed his dog performing bizarre movements and actually frantically. He started focusing on his dog, racing towards the woods as if it had seen something unconventional and strange. Within a few minutes, it can be seen that the dog bolted back towards his owner frenziedly as if he had a horrific encounter with unnatural things. The man zoomed back into the woods, and to his astonishment, there was a giant shadow deep in the woods staring right at the same warm-blooded human recording his mighty figure in snow-cold weather. This nerve-wracking sight forced the man to gear back to his home and never return. But to his dismay, the giant black creature followed him like a curse. The man caught the ominous creature lurking over his doorstep, as if the scent of his warm blood had fascinated the deepest urges of that eerie creature, leaving the man in utter distress. Mysterious creature on sea. As the sun set, the camera caught something super mysterious. There was this figure on a quiet pier moving in a way that just left us all puzzled. It looked kind of human with strange, almost ghostly beige skin. But then when we zoomed in, whoa, it had a long snake-like tail, like something out of those old sea legends, you know? The sea right there seemed to know something we didn't. People started wondering, was it a real-life merman? The guy version of the mermaid? With those weird gills on the sides of its head, it sure looked like it belonged to the water. Our camera gets closer, but just as we thought we might find out the truth, poof, it disappeared into the sea, leaving us with more questions than answers. Some say it's a merman, while others think it's a new sea creature, just a rare thing. Whatever it is, it's one of those mysteries that keeps us guessing, and maybe that's okay. The Bigfoot. This video began with a beautiful sight of a thickly saturated forest covering the bumpy surface of a mountainous region, a perfect spot for trail hikers and mountain climbers. But who knew that this serene and peaceful was home to one of the most mystique creatures ever caught on camera? As soon as we dug further into the video of the enigmatic beauty of the forest, a black shadow with its enormous stature caught our attention. Densely haired, almost like a grizzly bear towering high like the tall trees. This giant ogre was seen sauntering through the trees aimlessly. In this blurred depiction, the giant seemed like a colossal gorilla. But gorillas don't walk upright with their knees extended. However, the spectator who had captured this exhilarating scene claimed this giant ogre was none other than the great Bigfoot. The hiker can be heard gasping enormously upon witnessing its jaw-dropping sight. His trembling hands provided a definite testimony to the dreadfulness exuding through the scene, leaving the viewers in utter doubt and confusion about the presence of the mighty creature. Moth Man Hunt. A group of explorers in America decided to attract and capture the infamous Mothman, a strange and eerie creature that is believed to exist.
You're lighting it up like the 4th of July. Right.
They set off in the wilderness, setting a small trap and holding their large torchlights. Suddenly, one of the men senses something very strange. As he turns back to look at it, he sees 2 large glowy eyes. He gets startled and tells his companions about them. After that, the group searches the forest, walking deeper into the woods in the middle of the night. As they walk into the wilderness, they notice some strange and eerie noises coming from within the woods.
Did you hear that screech down the valley? Did you hear that? Seriously, did you hear it?
Yeah. Trapper, what was that?
They hear weird screeches and haunting sounds from within the woods. They hear the sounds, but when they tend to look around and search to see if there's something that is making the sounds, nothing is there. They are left startled and confused. One of the men sees a glimpse of something deep behind the trees. They have set a trap to capture whatever creature is present in the woods and make the eerie noises. Many weird and creepy things happen within the group. Their torches are lit with fire, and the eerie sounds and screeches do not stop. The group keeps searching the entire area to find and unravel the hidden mysteries of the dense forest. What do you think will happen next?
What was that?
I heard something. What was that? I heard something.
Mysterious bear seizes eagle. On a normal day, a camera caught something strange. The sun was shining brightly in the sky, and there were many trees all around. But in this peaceful scene, a big black bear did something unexpected.
He's got him.
It climbed up a tall tree, even though bears aren't known for climbing. It wasn't after food, but a baby eagle. This was a weird sight. The eagle, which symbolizes freedom, was trapped by the bear. It made us think about the circle of life, where strong creatures sometimes hunt weaker ones. The trees looked like they were shaking from the bear's weight. They bent, showing how determined nature's hunters can be. It was a puzzle how the bear managed to climb so high. Up in the sky, another eagle was flying around. Maybe it was related to the baby eagle, or was keeping watch. You could feel its fear as it circled, creating a tense atmosphere. And as we watched this strange scene, we couldn't help but wonder, how long had the bear been planning this secret hunt? No one, not even the trees or the watching eagle, could explain the mysteries of that unusual day.
It's still, oh, fuck. The blood, holy.
Children haunted by the unseen forces. Spooky night, a camera caught something super scary. The room was pitch black and there were two girls playing. One of them was near the door. Out of nowhere, the girl by the door started doing something strange. She began to float into the air as if some invisible evil puppeteer controlled her. It was like a horror show, and her friends were so scared that they ran away, leaving her alone to face whatever was happening. But the nightmare didn't end there. In the next part of the video, 3 girls were in a dark room playing and laughing. Then one of them started acting really weird. She kept touching her neck and suddenly collapsed on the floor, as if some creepy ghost had taken over her. The other 2 girls were terrified, so they ran to another room and locked the door. The girl who was acting strange crawled towards them in a bizarre way, her hands skittering along the ground. Nobody could figure out what was going on, and everyone was left in the dark, not knowing what kind of spooky force was at play. Creepy forest entity. In the daytime, something really scary happened when a camera captured a super scary scene. Right in the middle of a lonely forest, there was this really strange and huge figure. It looked so pale that it gave you the creeps.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
The creature gave off a feeling of wickedness that was just hard to understand. When the camera recorded this spooky sight, the creature didn't move like a regular person. It sort of slithered and twisted in a way that made you feel really uneasy, like it was filled with pure evil. If you saw it, you couldn't move because you were paralyzed by a deep fear that felt like it was tearing at your very soul. This weird being, this terrifying puzzle, slowly crawled out of the dark forest and headed toward a nearby road.
Just some cruisers, man.
Nobody could figure out where it came from. Its origin was like something out of a nightmare. With every creepy move, the sinister figure became scarier, like a sign of something really bad about to happen. A hint of unimaginable horrors. Its empty eyes seemed to look right into your deepest fears, using them for its dark purposes. The whole world felt a sense of dread in the presence of this evil force, and it made the air feel heavy and oppressive. Without anyone knowing it, a living nightmare had come to life, a terrifying image of darkness and wickedness now roaming freely in an unsuspecting world.
It's crawling at me like it's goddamn. It's crawling at me like it's goddamn.
A Bigfoot in woods. In the heart of the mountain's gentle embrace, a secret unfolded before the watchful eye of the camera. A land adorned in soft grass cradled this enigma as the lens keenly captured its presence. Behold, a being of legend, a Bigfoot traversing the expanse alone.
Do you see Bigfoot down there?
A solitary wanderer in this untouched realm. Witnesses marveled, recording its fleeting visitation, a glimpse into the unknown before it disappeared into the sheltering arms of the tall tree. This colossal creature, a rarity in the tapestry of nature, stood as a testament to the mysteries that dwell beyond our comprehension.
Hi.
It existed on the fringes of belief, shrouded in whispers and wonder. Its grandeur, a marvel to behold, defied the ordinary, leaving those who beheld in it in doubt. This encounter, etched in pixels and frames, extends an invitation to all, beckoning them to ponder the depths of the unseen, to embrace the inexplicable. Dancing with the ghost. Homes are a safe space for any individual. People tend to feel solace and peace in the confinements of their safe place. But this spine-chilling video recorded within the walls of a home defied all the general perceptions and made us question, are we really safe in our homes? A daunting video surfaced over the internet. In this haunting clip, a girl was seen recording her amiable dancing videos with the confinements of her house kitchen. Apparently, there was nothing unconventional about the video. The girl seemed to enjoy her dance over the counter of her kitchen, dancing for her TikTok video. However, as we plunged deeper into the video, a mysterious sight seized many viewers' attention. Upon proper speculation, an eerie creature can be seen passing through the rear door and then vanishing into the thin air. The spirit appeared almost transparent, but held the firm stature of a walking body. The girl seemed almost unaware of this daunting encounter, leaving the viewers shocked and astonished. Some dismissed it as a masterfully crafted prank, while others were convinced by the presence of supernatural forces in this otherworldly domain. Mysterious swamp creature encounter. In a quiet, eerie swamp, a group of unsuspecting visitors stumbled upon something that left them feeling uneasy. They recorded a video on that day, and it would stay with them for a long time. As their camera rolled, the swamp's murky waters were suddenly disturbed by an astonishing sight. The visitors' hearts racing, couldn't believe their eyes as a strange creature emerged. It moved through the mud, almost like a crocodile. But it was different, in a way that defied explanation. This creature, if you could call it that, had a long snake-like body covered in shiny scales that glistened in the dim light. Its tail was powerful and moved smoothly through the muck. What left everyone baffled was that this creature had no front limbs. It was as if this creature had an odd amputation, like nature had given it the body of a crocodile, but left out the front arms that crocodiles typically have.
He didn't touch anything.
People started coming up with all sorts of ideas to explain this mysterious creature. Some whispered about ancient legends, suggesting it might be a relic from a distant past. Others thought it could be the result of a secret experiment gone wrong. But in truth, nobody knew where this creature came from or what its purpose was. As the camera kept recording, the mystery only grew, leaving the witnesses in awe and fear. They had encountered more than a puzzle. It was a living enigma, a reminder of the incredible and frightening things that still hide in our world. The footage of this strange creature circulated widely, becoming a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that our world is full of mysterious and unexplainable things. Mystery with little girl. The camera caught something mysterious and eerie. This eerie scene gives spines to all the operators and viewers. In a spooky room, a little girl was sleeping on a bed. No one else was in the room. She was alone in the room. Suddenly, a peculiar scene happened, which gave spines to everyone. The little girl that was sleeping was dragged out of bed. She was herself dragging from the bed. She was screaming loudly, "Daddy! Daddy!" No one came here. This supernatural force dragged it away from the room. There was another room in front of this girl's room. This mystical force pulled into that room. It was a very spooky scene. The air was truly filled with deep enigma and fear. It was a deep mystery. The question bursted in every mind that what it was. Is it something really paranormal or something else? This was a very mystical and irresolute scene which is not revealed yet. A wild boar. In a field, there was a strange and rare sight caught on camera. It was a peculiar creature, a wild boar, also known as a wild pig. This creature looked very odd and creepy. It resembled a pig but had a mysterious aura about it. Among the tall trees, possibly eucalyptus, it roamed the cornfield, searching for corn to eat. The wild boar was on a mission, sniffing the ground to detect the scent of the tasty corn. Its appearance was not like any regular pig. It had an eerie quality, making it seem otherworldly. This creature's actions were a puzzle, as it was unclear why it was in the field and what drew it to the corn. Overall, the scene captured on camera was both fascinating and unsettling. The mysterious creature's presence in the cornfield amidst the towering trees added to the intrigue. It left viewers wondering about the secrets this unusual being held. Greenish spirit. The camera caught a very rare and mysterious sight. This was a very spooky and peculiar scene that happened in that clip. The camera has captured a clip of a parked car. It was only one car that was parked. After a few moments, something very strange was happened. It gives spine to all operators and viewers. Something truly bizarre occurs. A greenish smoke materializes seemingly out of thin air, shaping itself into a humanoid shape or figure, and then swiftly disappears. This greenish hue of this mysterious smoke gives it an eerie quality, and its transformation into the form of a human girl suggests that it might be a paranormal ghost or spirit. What makes this encounter even stranger is that after its passage, the entire atmosphere takes on a greenish tinge, almost as if the ghostly spirit interacted with the surrounding light, became visible near the bulb. The air was truly filled with enigma and fear. It gives spines to everyone. It was really a paranormal activity that was happened. It was a deep, great mystery of this ghostly appearance. It is still not found and still unrevealed yet, not perceive what it was. Worried chimpanzee. The camera recorded something very mysterious and suspicious. It was a scene of a chimpanzee that was worried. It was worried because the appearance of the snake. It issue alarm calls to alert other group members to the presence of the snake. Other chimps respond by disposing toward or approaching the location of the warning. It was responsible for other chimpanzee. In addition to alarm calls, it may use gestures to ask their group males for help. Depending on the size and type of the snake, they may avoid it, attempt to kill it, or reject it from the enclosure. The chimpanzee pushed this little snake and tried to throw it out of the fence. It was a very astonishing mystery, which makes all the operators astonished at how they run away the little snake out of their accommodation. Mysterious UFO in sky. One extraordinary night, something amazing happened that left everyone amazed. Have you heard of UFOs? Those mysterious unidentified flying objects that have fascinated people for a long time? Well, on this spooky night, they were real. There was a camera set up to take pictures of the night sky, just like people do every night. But this time, it saw something strange. 3 small lights, which at first looked like stars, were hanging in the dark sky. But then, something weird happened. They started moving. These mysterious things moved gracefully and silently, not like anything we've seen before. They didn't follow the rules of gravity. They glided through the sky as if they were weightless. People who saw this couldn't stop talking about it. Some thought that these were visitors from far-off planets, UFOs from places we don't even know about, coming to visit our part of space. Others weren't so sure and had different ideas. But in the midst of all the excitement about these three strange objects, something even stranger happened. A fourth one appeared, just like the others, but it moved incredibly fast. It shot across the sky like a flash, and it made people doubt what they were seeing. These objects were so mysterious that nobody could figure them out. What were they? Where did they come from? And why were they here in our night sky? These questions puzzled everyone who saw them. That night, the world got a glimpse of things we don't understand, a mysterious dance of unidentified flying objects, and a riddle we couldn't solve. The night kept its secrets, and all we could do was wonder about the strange things we saw in the dark sky. Paranormal Encounter. The camera caught something very rare and mysterious. It was also a very spooky scene that gave spines to all the viewers and operators. In a dark, deep forest on a dark night, camera captured a scene of a mysterious fox. The footage begins with the appearance of the fox, which seems notably anxious and frightened by something in its surrounding. The fox cautiously approaches a tree and spends some time scanning its environment. The movement of the fox's ears indicates that it is on high alert, clearly sensing the presence of an imminent threat. After some time, something chilling becomes apparent in the background. A pair of eyes were stealthily watching the fox throughout the duration of the video. Likely the very entity that had the fox alarmed and seeking cover. What adds to the creepiness of these eyes is their eyes, suggesting that the creature they belong to is exceptionally large. It was a very strange clip ever. The air was truly filled with enigma and fear. It was a great deep mystery that was not found yet. Is this was a paranormal creature or something else? The uneasiness of the fox telling something that it was not an ordinary creature or being. It was still an unrevealed mystery. A Bigfoot in woods. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. It was a scene of a mysterious and rare creature. In this video, a hiker embarked on a hiking expedition in the forest. He saw a bear here. He aimed his camera to capture this creature or being. When he zoomed the camera in, he realized that it was not a bear, but rather a massive figure standing. It is no doubt 9 feet tall. It was actually a Bigfoot. This creature had a heavy-set body and moved leisurely. This was a very spooky scene which made the operator and viewers frightened. At one point, he came to half as if pausing for some unknown purpose. Before resuming its steady stride, it ultimately disappeared in the dense forest. It was both fascinating and spine-chilling for a hiker. In this video, we can clearly hear the hiker's heavy breathing, an indication to the fear and excitement. This giant and huge Bigfoot was looking very cryptic. The air was truly enigmatic. It was a great deep mystery that can be recorded. It was still a puzzle which made everyone anxious. A mysterious unknown creature. Late one dark night, a curious event unfolded before the camera's lens. It captured a creature peculiar and rare in appearance, crossing a desolate road. At first glance, it resembled a dog or perhaps something entirely different. Yet when the operator zoomed in for a closer look, it became evident that this was no ordinary. This enigmatic being moved swiftly, its legs contorting strangely with each stride, almost taking on a humanoid form. The pace at which it moved was unnaturally rapid, sending chills down the spines of those who observed it. This unknown entity exuded an eerie aura, far from the comfort of normalcy. The air held an atmosphere of mystery and uncertainty. Even now, its true nature remains a puzzle, a riddle unsolved. Some have even suggested it might be of a paranormal origin. It stands as a profound enigma, a great and deep mystery that lingers in the minds of those who witnessed it. The true identity of this creature, swift and unsettling, remains a mystery yet to be unraveled. Ghostly Visitor. The camera was something rare and mysterious. It was a peculiar act that happened. This video was sourced from the home security camera, and the homeowner reviewed it due to the recent robbery in which his bag was stolen from his car in this clip. A house was situated across the street. Suddenly, a white light materializes in front of the main door of the neighboring house. After some time, a shadowy figure emerges on the sidewalk across the street. It was actually a thief. Then we see a white materialize coming from the right side of a frame. This proceeds to the car. However, as the thief starts his escape, the enigmatic shadowy figure from across the street leaps into action, chasing after the criminal or thief. It's as though the spectral hero that had been waiting for the criminal. And decided to take the matters into their own ethereal hands. This was a deep, gaping mystery of this unknown creature. If every ghost could transform into such vigilant protectors, there might be no burglaries or robberies. Creepy beach encounter unveiled. In the darkness of the night, something very strange happened. A camera was recording, and it saw two friends having a good time on the beach. They were laughing and enjoying themselves, not knowing that something creepy was about to happen. Suddenly, out of the pitch-black shadows, a weird and scary creature appeared. This creature had a thin body with long legs, like something from a nightmare. Its appearance was so strange and eerie that it made everyone who saw it feel terrified. The two friends, once carefree, were now filled with fear. They could sense something was terribly wrong. The beach, usually a peaceful place, had turned into a scene of horror. It was as if a dark cloud of fear had descended upon them. The creature remained a complete mystery. No one knew what it was or why it had come to that beach on that eerie night. Its presence defied explanation, and it felt like something from a horror story. The camera captured all this, preserving the chilling encounter for all to see. The video was a haunting reminder of the unknown terrors that can lurk in the night, just beyond our understanding. It left everyone who watched it with a lingering sense of dread, as if the darkness held secrets too terrible to comprehend. Dark night of horror. On a terrifying night, a creepy video emerged, sending shivers down the spines of those who dared to watch. Darkness ruled, making reason disappear. The moon hid behind spooky clouds, casting eerie shadows everywhere. In a play area shrouded in mystery, an unknown figure, gloves concealing their identity, plunged the surroundings into a stifling blackness. The world seemed to cower in fear as the lights vanished. From the mire, a ghastly hand emerged, a sinister sign of impending horror. Out of the darkness came nightmarish creatures, twisted, sinister gestures with menacing expressions. They held wicked tools gleaming with evil intent. Their laughter was a nightmare symphony, echoing through the silence, setting the stage for their grotesque act. The purpose of these terrifying beings remained a puzzle, hidden in the heart of this surreal theater. They were bearers of an undefined dread, orchestrating a terrifying dance that defied understanding. Nobody could grasp their sinister motives, but the malevolence in the air made the scene a never-ending nightmare, a chilling memory etched into the soul. This video offers a glimpse into a realm of horror beyond our comprehension. It raises unsettling questions, each more sinister than the last. It's a testament to the darkness lurking just out of sight, a darkness that, once witnessed, cannot be forgotten. It calls to us from the world of nightmares, urging us to confront the unknown regardless of the cost. Mysterious alien caterpillar Enigma. Deep in the mysterious dark woods, a strange and puzzling sight unfolded before those who dared to venture into the shadows. A video showed a creature that didn't make any sense in the natural world. It moved strangely like a caterpillar from another planet, but its appearance was just plain weird.
Or what should we do with him? He's like a...
This creature had a long caterpillar-like body, but on top of it was like a human face. People watching the video had mixed reactions. Some thought it was cute, maybe trying to make sense of the strange sight. Others, though, were terrified, calling it an abomination, a blend of two worlds that should never have met.
I think he's gonna like turn into a butterfly because he looks like a caterpillar.
As it slithered through the underbrush, the creature's human-like face made unsettling expressions. It looked like it was in a constant state of longing, with its mouth wide open, making eerie noises like a crying baby. Those sounds were eerie, like a strange lullaby from some other realm. The oddity didn't stop with its face. When the video showed its appendages, they had 5 fingers, just like humans, but instead of the regular 2 hands, it had 6, and they moved oddly, adding another layer of mystery to the creature. This mysterious being, cloaked in mystery, left everyone puzzled. No one could figure out where it came from or what its purpose might be. It didn't fit into any known category, and it left all who saw it in deep wonder. In the vast and inexplicable tapestry of existence, it was a single enigmatic thread, inviting the curious and the brave to uncover its secrets, forever surrounded by an aura of captivating mystery. Spooky orcas. In a dark, deep ocean, a group of friends went on a boat trip, not knowing what secrets lurked below. Under the spooky moonlight, things got scary when a huge creature named Orcas emerged, and a camera captured such a sight. Orcas was a massive sea monster with evil eyes, and it terrified everyone. They couldn't move, frozen in fear as Oscar circled their boat. Amidst the chaos, a scared seal jumped onto their boat. People argued about whether the seal was a bad sign or innocent. Orca's huge shadow loomed, lit by the moon, and their screams filled the night.
Turn the engines on! He's playing with the seal, he's playing with the seal. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
They were left with scary memories, shaking with fear. Suddenly, Orcas vanished back into the deep ocean, and survivors wondered if it was truly gone or hiding in a darker place. Imp Pauls Combat. Imagine a sight that was shrouded in mystery, as if nature itself had unveiled an enigmatic spectacle. Amidst the tranquil woods, a peculiar conflict unfolded, a battle of antlered contenders vying for the favor of a single female. Strange, is it not? The very essence of the forest seemed to hold its breath, captivated by this unearthly occurrence. The lens of a camera unveiled the cryptic encounter, exposing 2 majestic deer locked in a fierce engagement. Their impressive antlers, usually a symbol of grace, were now wielded as weapons in a dance of dominance. The recording showed a mesmerizing entanglement, as if the very branches of the trees were testifying to the primeval contest. Legend whispered that these duels were the dance of life itself, a ritual of selection where the victor claimed the privilege of passing on their lineage. This truth, though unusual to human eyes, wove a thread of continuity through generations, ensuring the strongest and most resilient descendants would continue the ancient cycle. Amidst this eerie harmony, a paradox emerged. Gentle combat, each adversary keenly aware of the limits of their struggle. The clash appeared savage, yet beneath the surface lay an understanding, an agreement not to extinguish but to refine, not to kill but to thrive. In this inexplicable theater of nature, a strange equilibrium reigned, sparking wonderment and an insatiable curiosity in the minds of those who dared to observe. Bear's Mirror Dance. In a quiet forest where the sun peeked through the leaves, something funny and unusual happened. It was daytime and the forest was alive with birds singing and leaves rustling. Right in the middle of this green world, there was a chubby black bear. He stood on his back legs, looking quite silly. Around the bear, there were lots of bushes and tall trees, their branches reaching high into the sky. But what caught everyone's attention was a big mirror placed right there in the woods, like it didn't belong. The bear saw his own reflection in the mirror and thought it was another bear. He wasn't happy about this intruder in his forest, so he decided to have a fight in a playful way. It was adorable to watch. The bear would swat at the mirror and it made a soft sound. He even growled, thinking he'd met his forest twin. Then things got even more amusing. He started bouncing back and forth like they were having a funny dance battle. He'd nudge the mirror and do it again and again. This whole situation makes you wonder why the mirror was there. Did someone put it there to tease the bear? Or maybe it was for studying animals. We can't be sure, but what we do know is that nature can surprise us in the most delightful ways. The camera caught a glimpse of the wild that turned a regular black bear into a charming entertainer. It reminds us of the joy and mystery in the natural world. This funny and unique moment where nature and humans cross paths is something we won't forget. Mysterious lizard like Costa Rica. On a sunny day in a quiet place, something strange happened. A camera took a picture of a creature that was very weird. It looked like a lizard, but it was much bigger and not like any lizard we know. Its skin was shiny and covered in scales that sparkled in the sunlight. But what really puzzled everyone was how it moved.
Whoa.
It was super fast, way faster than any animal should be. It moved in a way that didn't make sense, like it was defying the rules of how things should move. Watching it left people feeling amazed and confused. Even stranger, there was another creature just like it. They moved together as if they were connected in some mysterious way. It was like they were twins, or maybe something even stranger. People called them Costa Rica, a name that didn't make much sense but added to the mystery. The locals talked about these creatures quietly, as if they were afraid to say too much. They wondered if the creatures were guarding a secret place or if they came from a different world. But the truth was hidden, and no one really knew where these creatures came from or why they were there. This strange event reminds us that there are still many things we don't understand about our world. Even on the brightest days, there are mysteries that make us curious and eager to explore the unknown. Lizard Man Mystery Unsolved. In South Carolina's dark swamps, a strange secret hides. A video came out, and South Carolina's leaders gave a mysterious warning. This made people really scared. They talked about the Lizard Man, a weird creature.
So you had an encounter with this creature?
It was some kind of lizard man.
Late at night, a man drove all alone down a lonely road. Suddenly, something huge fell from the sky and crashed onto his car. It looked like a giant lizard, but much scarier. This scared the man a lot. In a different story, a brave person went deep into the woods. There, he saw a creature like no other. It was a mix of a big crocodile and a scary lizard. People called it Lizard Man, but they didn't really know what it was. These strange stories left everyone puzzled. What were these creatures in South Carolina? Some called them lizard men, but no one really knew. The mystery was deep, and people's imaginations ran wild. The video made it clear that there's more to the world than we understand. In South Carolina's dark swamps, strange things may be hiding. The Lizard Man's mystery will always be a part of South Carolina's stories, a riddle that can't be solved. Kestrel escapes barn owls. In the quiet woods, something strange happened. It was like a video, but not the kind you watch on a screen. It was a real-life story of a wild bird, a kestrel who was quite brave and daring. This bird usually soared high in the sky, but this time it ended up in a strange place. The barn owl's home, the kestrel, had a plan, a secret plan. It wanted to harm the barn owls for some reason. The barn owls, however, were not as innocent as they looked. They had their own secrets hidden behind their fluffy feathers. One day, inside the dark nest of the barn owls, they suddenly pounced on the kestrel. Their sharp claws closed around her, and it felt like destiny had trapped her. The kestrel fought back with all her might. She desperately flapped her wings, trying to break free. But the owls were strong and didn't let go. She didn't give up, though she struggled for what felt like a very long time. Eventually, she managed to escape from their clutches. With a bit of luck, the kestrel flew away to freedom. The woods kept their secrets, and the strange drama of the nest remained hidden. The trees only whispered their stories to the gentle wind, keeping their mystery safe. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video entertaining, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for even more thrilling content. And remember to ring that notification bell to ensure you're always in the loop for our latest updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.